hope you guys are doing well. I miss you so much. Um, I hope you guys are staying germ free. I hope you are keeping people at a distance, even though I know it's very difficult. Social distancing is not for me. I feel like I'm far too much of an extrovert for that. But I wanted to come on here and number one, see if I could actually do a video because I've never done anything like this before. So please don't make fun of me. And number two, to maybe kind of explain some things for your synthesis essay in case you needed it. Now, don't feel like if you've already submitted your essay, you have to go back and like redo it. I don't want you to feel like that in any way, shape, or form. But I wanted to offer you some clarification if maybe you haven't gotten around to starting it yet. This could help you. I feel like some of you just might be having some questions. So I just wanted to review and kind of explain the synthesis essay. I know we talked about it like first semester a little bit. But a synthesis essay essentially is just like a research paper. They've just done all the work for you. They've found the sources for you and they've given you a prompt and you just have to take their argument and use their sources that they've given you and write a paper. Now, for this particular 2013 synthesis essay, I have my notes right here. So if you see me looking down, that's what. So for this question, what they're asking you to do is to, they want you to create an essay that synthesizes or pulls together. So the word synthesis means like pulls together. So they give you 7 sources. So they want you to use at least 3 of these sources in your paper. And your paper is explaining, it says, the factors a group or an agency should consider in memorializing an event or a person and in creating a monument. So when it comes to creating a monument of some sort, what factors go into that? Like how does someone determine the type of monument that's needed or where the monument should go, for example, or the impact a monument could have. So that's your argument. So all of these different sources are going to tell you like the criteria for a monument and where and why. Maybe like, I think the first one is, what is the first one? Just from a book. The second one is a picture. The third one is an article. So they're pulling different mediums, if you will, from a newspaper. So you're just going to have to take these different things, pick 3 of them, and write a paper to support your argument that these, like, say you say 3 different things. So maybe you're saying that like location goes into determining so when you're thinking about a monument, like maybe you're arguing that location is important to consider when you're creating a monument. So maybe one of these, for example, maybe source B has something to do with location. So you pull from source B. And then maybe another argument that you have is like the type of materials that are used. Like if you know your location, maybe you want to have, I don't know, steel because it goes better with the community of some sort, just for example. So then you have to find a source that would support that, etc. So essentially it's just a research paper. You're just taking information from these sources and creating your argument. Now your topics of your paragraphs should be like, say your first argument is location. So your first paragraph is going to be location. So you might find information from source A and from source C, for example. So you are more than welcome to use both sources in body paragraph number 1 that has to do with location. And then maybe your second body paragraph is going to talk about, it's going to talk about the materials that are used. And maybe you find something in source A that can help as well. So you can use source A in body paragraph 1 and in body paragraph 2. Does that make sense? So each body paragraph is going to have information from different sources. But they do ask you in this particular prompt, they want you to use at least 3 sources. So, I would try to stick to 3. I would try not to use no more than 3 unless I absolutely had to, but it's, they say at least 3, so you're allowed to use 4, but you definitely want to stick to at least 3. Anyway, so you wanna go from there. So you have your intro paragraph may argue or may say something about the importance of memorializing, and that's where you can take information, your opinion, your argument. So like memorializing is important because of this, and then and maybe you could maybe hint in your argument about the factors that should go into memorializing with your standard thesis. Your thesis, if you look at your rubric, it doesn't have to be in one sentence. It can be multiple sentences in the intro paragraph. So for the intro paragraph, I would go back and look at my rubric under the thesis section. And then for your body paragraphs, again, those are your arguments. Your for this particular paragraph, or for this paper, the factors that go into creating a monument. And then your conclusion kind of briefly summarizes your argument up without restating your reasons. Pretty standard. But again, a synthesis essay is pretty much a research paper. They're just giving you they're doing the hard part for you. They're finding the information. You just have to use it. And it does say that you can, in parentheses, after you paraphrase or quote something, you have to either put the author's last name in parentheses, or you can put source A, or you can just put A. I think I would stick with either source A or the last name in parentheses. So anytime you paraphrase something, anytime you quote something word for word, you've got to cite it, and you know this. Also, don't forget, you have plenty of notes that should help you with using in-text citations. Also, OWL Purdue is very helpful, so take a look at that if you need to. One thing I do want you to remember is that you should try very hard for your first sentence of your paragraphs and your last sentence of your paragraphs to be your own words, because it is your own paper. So you want to remember that most of your paper should be your words. You're just using those sources as evidence. But anyway, if you have any specific questions, please let me know. Read the emails that I'm sending you. I'm trying not to overload your inbox, but sometimes I'll just be going about my day and be like, oh man, I really need to tell them something. So I hope I'm not sending you too many emails, but I sure do miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope life can get back to as close to what we know to be normal as possible. I hope you're spending time with your family and getting outside, because this past week it's been pretty nice. I think it's supposed to rain next week at the beginning. But on your sunny days, embrace nature. I don't know if anyone's done the journals, but that's been really good for me, just to remember that, we can be positive, and drink your tea. Let me know also if you like these videos, because I can upload them. I don't have any makeup on. My hair is in a bun. I'm looking a hot mess. I've been doing tons of housework, so this is really me. But anyway, so if you want more videos, let me know. If you think this is stupid, that is perfectly fine too. I'm okay with that. Because this is kind of embarrassing, but it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. I miss you. At least I get to kind of talk to you. Also, I'm kind of kicking around using Zoom. I'm going to post a discussion board, which I'll put it in the email, and I want to know your thoughts on that. If it's just too much, if I'm being just too extra, let me know. But I really miss you guys, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope this helped a little bit. If it didn't, send me an email, and, maybe we can, talk. I don't know, somehow. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. We will make it through. But have a great Sunday, and be safe and stay germ-free. Bye.